The matron herself lived in the cottage you can see at the end of the yard. The matron's quarters is the only remaining original building on the site. It is very intriguing to see a domestic dwelling in a place like this. The first matron to live here was Charlotte McCullough. Born in Ireland, she arrived in Hobart on May 28, 1851, on board the ship Blackfriar with her sister Elizabeth. Charlotte took up her post as matron less than a month later. It was an unprecedented move, appointing a single woman as matron and the first time the roles of matron and superintendent had not been filled by a married couple. Elizabeth became assistant matron in December 1852, and it is believed she lived next door to her sister in the sub-matron's cottage. This building was demolished within 20 years or so of it being built. Thankfully, archaeological excavation uncovered the original layout of the cottage. Wander through to get a sense of the size of this home and its proximity to the convicts and the matron. It was not unusual for staff of convict institutions to live on site, but it must have felt that they too, like the convicts, were under constant surveillance. For some time, historians speculated that the bay window of the matron's cottage allowed the matron to keep an eye on the women and children from her parlour room. However, Charlotte told an inquiry that she had nothing to do with the children in the nursery.